All right, you guys, welcome to Sports News. This weekend, we got a big fight coming up. We got Nate Diaz versus Jorge Masvidal Part 2. We have Sean Garcia versus Armando Vargas. And they both are ranking at 10-0, undefeated. So somebody this weekend is going to be having their first loss between Sean Garcia and versus Armando Vargas. Both are, Sean Garcia is the brother of Ryan Garcia, and Armando Vargas is the son of Fernando Vargas. So we're gonna have a good show. We're gonna have a big fight, and we also got a rematch between Nate Diaz versus Jorge Masvidal. So if you're new to this channel, you're watching Sports News, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the like button, and get that bell so you get all notifications every time we upload these videos. We have a big event this Saturday coming July 6th. It's gonna be a big fireworks show. We got a big night coming on. We have another UFC fighter who's going to be making his debut in boxing. Well, not his debut, but it's going to be a big firework. His opponent did not show up during the press conference. So it was a big night for boxing fans. It was kind of sad to see that the way the press conference went, the disrespect that went on between Nate Diaz and Jorge Masvidal. Nate Diaz was late to the press conference. You know, that was uncalled for, and I kind of feel pretty much disrespectful to Jorge Masvidal and his camp, and this event coming up this Saturday, July 6th. So if you guys have anything to comment on, go ahead and leave it in the comment section, and we will go ahead and get back with you on them comments. So this Saturday, let's go ahead and start with Nate Diaz versus Jorge Masvidal. We all know the first fight took place in the UFC versus the BMF bout, where Jorge Masvidal beat Nate Diaz due to a big cut above the eye. Stoppage in the second round. When Nate Diaz was starting to come back and pour it back on, the ref stepped in and stopped the fight. So Nate Diaz has been wanting to get back in here with Jorge Masvidal for some time. And this Saturday night, July 6th, he'll have his chance to get revenge against Jorge Masvidal. So we'll see what's going to take place. Now, personally, my opinion is I think Jorge Masvidal is going to go ahead and win this fight. I think he'll beat Nate Diaz. He'll beat Nate Diaz into the distance. He'll take him the distance and then probably knock him out, you guys, or maybe, probably knock Nate Diaz out or win by a decision. But I feel like Jorge Masvidal is going to win this fight this Saturday night, July 6th. And we're going to see some big fireworks. I think that it might be a little more exciting than people think. You know, I don't think Nate Diaz is a little happy to be in this fight. I don't think he wants to be there. I don't think he has any interest anymore in fighting. It kind of seems like he's just doing it for the paycheck these days. And Jorge Masvidal is just doing it for the love, because Jorge Masvidal seems like he misses fighting, and that's why he's getting in the ring this Saturday, because he seems like he just misses it. But otherwise, Nate Diaz, he just seems like he's getting in the ring due to the fact that he just needs the money, and not to the fact that he misses fighting, or to the fact that he wants to get revenge on Jorge Masvidal. He just seems like he's just uninterested at all of being in this fight. He has been treating the press conferences throughout this whole camp really disrespectful. He has showed up late to press conferences. His team has jumped Jorge Masvidal's corner, you know, so it has been a big back and forth between the two camps. We know how much hate there is between the two, how much animosity there is between the two, and we're going to see this Saturday night, you guys. But I feel like Jorge Masvidal is going to go ahead and pull this one off in the distance, and he'll pretty much sweep the fight, I believe, because it seems like he's going to, he just has better hands all the way around and more power than Nate Diaz. We've seen Nate Diaz against Jake Paul, and Jake Paul put Nate Diaz down in that fight, so Nate Diaz didn't look too good in his boxing debut. And I don't feel like he's going to do enough to pull this fight off against Jorge Masvidal Saturday night, July 6th. Okay, you guys. So let's go ahead and move on to topic 2. And we have Sean Garcia versus Armando Vargas. Okay, so these are two big upcoming superstars. Garcia is 10-0. Mata Vargas is 10-0. So someone Saturday night, July 6th, is going to have their first loss become this fight between these two fighters. Now we hear a lot of hatred during the press conference between these two. There has not been any respect between these two fighters at all. They have been disrespecting each other since day one. The Vargas camp has a lot to say about Ryan Garcia, and the Garcia fight camp and Sean Garcia has nothing to he doesn't want to hear it. It seems like he has a lot to say, and he's been pretty verbal towards Armada, and we're going to see just Saturday night, July 6th, of what's going to take place between them two. We have two upcoming stars. Sean Garcia is doing some big things. He is showing a great chin, some great skills. He likes to stay in the pocket a little more and bang it out a little more, let alone like his big brother Ryan Garcia likes to box and bust people up with that left hook. But Sean Garcia seems to have more tools than his older brothers, so we'll see what takes place Saturday night. We're going to see if Sean Garcia has enough to beat Amaro Vargas and take this fight home. So stay tuned. This Saturday night's going to be a big fight. Now, whether you're ordering on pay-per-view or you're streaming it, however you're doing it, this is going to be a big fight, you guys. And we're going to be bringing back some big hot news for you guys, and just stay tuned. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that like button. You are watching Sports News, and we'll be bringing back some more highlights the next time coming. All right, you guys, stay safe, and God bless you.